TheServants.
There's going to be more things. Listen, Christ said, everything I've done, he shall do greater. Give me that Romans, though.
You shall do, but why ain't nobody else walking on water?
You don't understand how the Most High is working right now. We're waking up the people. We're waking up that excessive army that's written in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. The Israelites is waking up all around the corner. Everywhere you go, we here.
Rome, the wilderness, 40 years.
Yeah.
That was so he can kill off the old way of thinking and bring young
right, he getting closer to the Most High.
The way that you telling a young man in the street about some mystery thing that he sees.
That's not mystery.
Look, if I can't see it, I can't touch it, that's a mystery.
Yeah, you got no faith.
You telling me about faith.
Right.
So if you're telling me about faith, I should have a faith right. I should have a faith right now that my daughter can walk past the God.
Where's the faith church? If the God of void of faith. God forbid, where he says
Romans 3.
Okay.
Romans 3.
So you trying to tell me your daughter come in the house right now and say, Daddy, I walk past the church. That's how I got prayed.
Romans 3 and 3.
Wait, what you just said
Your
now?
daughter said she walked past the church and she got prayed. You gonna believe that?
Of course not.
You got that Romans 3?
Of course not.
You said you had faith.
No, I'm gonna say if she walked past the church and have a baby, is pregnant, she done popped some nigga around in the church or outside the church or on the church steps. Nah, see now you acting. That's a simple thing to say.
No, it's simple, but just you try to minimize. Oh, I'm saying if it happened there, the partner of the Red Sea and all those things.
See, you don't.
I deal with logic and the
you deal with semantics. Watch this here. Watch this
I
here.
don't deal with semantics.
The book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 21.
Bring it up.
Seek not out things that are too hard for thee.
You see what the scripture says? Seek ye not things that's too hard for thee. Go ahead.
Neither search the things that are above thy strength.
And things that are above thy strength.
In the book of Malachi, God said, my way is the never.
That's right. God, you ain't seen nothing yet. The Lord is raising up 144,000 men. And those men are going to have those powers that the Mashiach had, going to have the strength and the spirit that Moses had. They're going to be better. They're going to be greater. It's going to be, you're going to see X-Men and Fantastic Four and the Avengers. You're going to see that. Because I'm going to tell you like this right now. Listen, all these white folks getting ready for World War III.
So
right?
Enoch will come back to you?
Who?
Enoch.
Enoch is probably on the earth right now.
I mean, he gonna come back to you?
All the prophets is coming back. The prophets are walking the earth right now. There's new generations in the scriptures. Right. He just translated them. He did that to Elijah. He did that to the Mashiach.
Why is that not happening now?
How you know it's not happening now? Because you didn't see it.
Have you heard about it?
You're not going to hear about it. You're going to hear about it in the New Testament, in the New Testament.
You're trying to tell me we not been in this. We go back. Say 5,000, 6,000, however long you want to say that happened. You can deal with civilization 100 years, a century.
King,
you ain't had a report of one time.
King, you're not understanding.
No, I do understand.
Right now, listen, we're going into World War III, right? America's going into World War III. They just let off a nuke that had 5 different nukes attached to it. Russia hitting Ukraine, right? They showing America their power and letting them know we got these things in our backyard. And there's nothing that you can do about it once we start letting them go. There was one missile that let off 5 missiles at one time. So with their nuclear defense system, if they hit that, now it's 5 that come out. You can't do nothing with that. So now this is what I gotta ask you. If you don't believe in a divine intervention, how the hell is the black man gonna survive that?
Well, I'll say you like this here. You say, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So a man creates something to destroy it, and he just gonna let it happen.
Hold on now, I'm confused.
Wait, no, I'm just saying.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. 144,000 people will have these power to do this thing. We get the destruction of World War III about to happen in the world, and everybody going to do
this. Don't try to flip what we telling you on us.
No, I'm just saying no. Why is not happening there? Why?
So this is what I'm.
Why I gotta wait for these 144,000 people I would be dead by the time they come.
No, they're being woke up right now, bro. These sleeping cells is being woke right now. Look at the exceeding army. The exceeding army.
I know what
Revelation.
right now, brother. And I can die. I've never seen 144,000.
Yeah, guess what? Man, it was your time. But how many seeds you got on earth?
Why I gotta wait?
How many seeds you got on earth?
I got 5. But damn, I'm talking about people.
So it might not be your generation, but it's coming real soon. These white folks got bunkers. They got bunkers. They got underground cities. Elon Musk trying to take niggas to Mars. Where the hell is the God going?
You know what I going back?
Where's the God? Where the God going? Where's the God going?
Going back right.
You see what I'm saying? So you don't got the answer, Sway.
But know what? Because if I can deal with it, I'm gonna die.
So this is what I'm trying to tell you. So there got to be a divine intervention. Because if there's not, God wouldn't be a fair God. All right? God wouldn't be righteous. God wouldn't be fair. He wouldn't be just. Right? Watch this here. Go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet.
So what's the breath? The breath of life is the commandments, the laws, the statutes. This is what makes us set apart. This is what makes us holy. That's what holy means. Set apart. Go ahead.
An exceedingly great army.
An exceeding great army. The Lord is raising up this army, and this is how you tap into your spiritual power, by keeping the commandments of God. You understand? Watch this.
Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
Who they are?
The whole house of Israel.
The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans, the one that they believe are the niggers, the spicks, and the wetbacks, the have-nots, right? The do-nots. But we are the chosen of the Most High. But this,
I'm not fighting against you.
So
I'm just saying I got a different understanding from
so this is what I'm trying to tell you. As we're living in these last days, that are prophesied. Because nuclear destruction is prophesied in the Bible. That's the hellfire that's coming to this place.
right now.
What you
The
showing?
way that I'm coming to you.
Right.
That's the way you got to come to you. You gotta
No, brother.
Just listen for a minute.
Go ahead, man.
You switch the head.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta show reality when you go into the scripture. You can't see that.
Who can't see
Well,
that?
young fellas can't see that when you talk about that.
It's not for everybody, brother. You don't see these young brothers? Look, that's a young brother. That's a young brother.
But you say it ain't for everybody.
Right.
So who you pick and choose and who's everybody?
The Lord.
So what?
The Lord choose you. I don't choose you. I can't choose you.
John 10:27.
I'm walking by this now. You want to talk, right?
Right.
How many other brothers you walk by and talk?
Okay. You hollering. This
How
is,
many brothers you want to talk?
there was a couple brothers before you got here. There was a lot of brothers in here. Couples and everything.
You started smoke talk, right?
That's right.
But then you deliver the message, right?
Right.
So therefore, I'm saying if you want to encounter individuals, then I got
John 10:27.
What? Why? Nah, what's this? What we got to say?
John 10:27.
I've been kicking it with you the same way you've been kicking it with me. All I got is the mic in my hand. That's it. And you don't feel love here?
You talking about me and you got a different understanding.
But you don't feel love here, bro.
Of course I'm love you.
You don't feel praying or nothing. This is brotherhood. This is what we building, right? We building and destroying, right?
You're dealing with an individual in front of Lord who's already developing.
Right.
So me and you can have that type of
But listen,
I understand where you come
don't be that old dog you can't teach a new trick.
No, but I'm not saying that. No, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the young.
And this is what we out here for.
If you can't, if you
Let me show you something.
It's John 10:27.
You know what I'm saying? You can teach them that. Those people talking about. We're saying this.
No, we're gonna bring it to reality. Watch this here. Watch this here.
John chapter 10 and verse 26. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep.
See, you believe not because you're not of the Lord's sheep. I'll tell you like this. And I'm not saying you don't believe this yet, because it might sink in.
Don't worry, really
Right.
So therefore, you talking to me, it is.
You said you wasting our time.
But I already got the message.
So what you doing to help bring awareness to our people? Where you teach at? You got a YouTube channel to show us where you teach at? Okay. So that's the way you fish. You fish with a pole, we fish with nets.
I know I come from the world. respect it where I'm from. So I get mad. I know that you can't do this. I know that the way you think. So I got to give the medicine. Give it a
We're not giving them steaks. He coming to you with some steak because you spend some stuff that we know about. So we trying to deal with steak right now. We can go back to the milk. Because you've been indoctrinated by the 5%ers. You've been indoctrinated by Elijah Muhammad's teachings, and that's where you stand at.
Wait, before I even.
That's where you stand. So what do you stand on? What is if I ask you what is your denomination of thought process? What you won't go back to? You claim that you wasn't a part of the nation, but you spit in their teachings.
Listen, I understand listen, just because the same way I know you know a song. That was a part of your life, and so now you still know it. It's still a part of you, so that's how you come. But
give me the basics.
The way that you approach truth before time serves no purpose. So the way that you come to these young dudes, it ain't that type of time for them. So you gotta show them a different type of way.
Hey, Shalak.
I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just the approach. You can give it to them, but you give it to them in a different manner.
There's everybody, listen, you gotta deal with everybody on a different type of time. Do I speak to a Christian the way I speak to a blood or a crip?
So
do I holler at a jail nigga the way I holler at a church nigga?
Right.
Nah, I gotta switch it up. I gotta throw a curveball. I gotta throw a slider. I gotta throw a fastball. I gotta pitch from a mound. I gotta know which way I'm pitching. You see what I'm saying? The same way if you come from the hood, you trying to sell drugs to the white folk, or you trying to sell drugs to the niggas in the hood, you gonna change your approach. Hey, Mr. Man, how you doing, man? You deal with something different. You know what I'm saying?
Before I even pick up, learn about the fathers, I'm sitting and taking that young.
Right. And you got, they lied to you.
No, I asked the question. I asked if God needs your money. I said, I'm not thinking about man, why God need my money? What you tell me?
But the Bible speaks about them hungry, greedy dogs.
But it says that you can't question God. I can't question. Why I can't question? Because God told me, seek and ye shall find, knock on the door shall be asked. You tell me do all that.
You've been taught by thieves and liars.
No,
that's who was teaching you at that time.
No, what I'm saying is I've been had questions and I had different kinds of stuff.
Well, watch this here.
You know what I'm saying? I got to go, man.
Real quick, Deuteronomy 28:15. Watch this here.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
So we don't hearken to do his laws, statutes, and commandments. Watch.
And his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So all these curses shall come upon us and overtake us. When you look at this sign right here, this is the ghetto, this is the barrio, this is the slums, this is the jailhouse, this is the gang violence, black on black crime.
Let me ask you a question, man.
All of them folks right there. Yeah.
Man, why you give that girl that lump so he coming to her, man? Why you been tripping?
Hey,
Why you been tricking,
because
man?
we was under the curses. The Most High. Yeah, Judah was the first trick.
Why you been tricking? That man is a trick, man.
Yeah, Judah was the
That man is a trick, man.
You right.
Come on, man.
You right. Judah was the first trick. But those are our forefathers. So are we gonna break the generational curses?
But goddamn,
Yeah.
y'all, you gotta kill our hands first. Goddamn, you would tell me I didn't fall down and he been tricking.
We're not following him. That's our bloodline. We changing the generation.
I'm for the time to do this, he tricking.
Yeah, but
So now, why should you
Christ ain't trick.
So,
I think
hey,
you're
OG. So everything you got on right now, who you got that on for?
You know how you talk about you got that.
Your attire. When you dress, do you dress to impress who?
Me.
So you don't dress a certain way to look nice for women either.
I look for me. I don't see for the validation of the woman.
So you ain't never tricked off on a woman before.
Yeah, I'm not tricked out.
So you Judah too? What you talking about?
That's why I said. That's why I said.
Hey, you just like your daddy.
You just like your father.
Just like your daddy.
Why should I change?
You just like your daddy.
Why should I change?
Hey, So, but you supposed to change.
No, but then I'm not trying though, man.
Right, but this is what we're trying to tell you. So this
Hold
is
up, man.
This is
I
how
put
we
the
reverse the curse.
Hold up. So Judah not even curse. Judah curse.
Yeah, Judah's curse. Look at the Negro in America.
God, man, Judah curse, man. But you
Yeah,
take the mob and the
all
righteous
the
woman.
tribes is cursed. All the tribes, all of the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans.
So what we curse?
The other nations. What Malcolm X said is best. He said a white man's hell is a white man's heaven is a black man's
What
hell.
other nation that ain't cursed?
Name no other nation.
I'm not sure the nation that ain't cursed.
Can you go back to your land?
I ask you a question. Which nation?
All the nations are not cursed, but the curses are being reversed on them right now.
Wait.
Right.
Which nation is not cursed?
All the nations that's not Israelites. The Arabs are not cursed.
They're not cursed.
The East Indian is not cursed. They come here and they get blessings. They come here, they get grants, loans, because you was a wicked Negro. You was a wicked Negro in your past life. Exactly, because your forefathers was off.
Deuteronomy 30:15.
What
Deuteronomy 30:15.
Okay. Let's go to it. Let's go to it.
I gotta go, man. But goddamn, man.
You ain't even take a flyer, man.
I gonna follow my. You know what? I tell you what. You said a good question, brother.
Yeah.
You said. I tell you that I got on. I came from Atlanta on a whim. 12 o'clock at night because of birthday. He said, let's go. We ain't buy at night. We bought our stuff here. But that's the thing about this here.
You know that, right? 5%ers, they go around the world and back. Man.
No, I don't go around the world and back.
They make you make a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
No. I do what show and prove. No, and then you say I ain't put it together.
Now listen, check this out, Eric B. Rakim. Because you remind me, Eric B. Rakim the God, Allah, man. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good,
The Lord set before you life and death. Go ahead.
and death and evil.
Life and good, death and evil. Go ahead.
In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to keep the commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, that thou mightest live and multiply.
And that's how you're going to live and multiply, OG. If you're not living for yourself and you feel you ain't going to make it to see that, you got to raise your children to keep these commandments. Teach them not to be homosexual. Teach them not to eat no pork, shrimp, crabs, or lobster. Right? But are you teaching that to the children? What you want to show?
So we doing all this, right? And he asked you, said, damn, why you gotta look at the third?
Right.
I got my own clothing line.
Okay.
I'm going to support you.
And where you get your clothes? Where you get your
Your material from?
How you know I get it from? That's all.
I'm asking you, where you get your material from?
You already
Pre-made from who? Where you get it from? Afghanistan, China, Italy, India. You know, you ain't getting it from no black home. But the Bible tell you where you're gonna get it from. Give me that.
No, hold on, check that out.
First thing you want
No,
there.
check it out, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm saying, damn, I got my own clothing line.
Yeah.
So we don't have to wear nobody else stuff.
But where's your own clothing line on you?
Brother, what did I tell you? I said, I have my, you came here.
But you not wearing your own clothing line. That's Steph Curry, right?
This is what I'm saying.
What is it called? Hurley?
This is what I'm saying. I told him, we decided to come in last night. In Charles,
How you bring your own clothing line if you your own clothing
I have my
line?
clothes
You want
on.
us to support it, you ain't supporting your own
I
clothing line.
have clothes on, but then I ain't gonna we walk around the same clothes like coming Friday and have the same thing on Saturday.
Oh, so you only got one piece of clothing line for your clothing line.
We just decided.
But watch this here, watch this here.
Listen,
Watch
man,
this real quick before you go. Check this out.
See, you trying to get me to do that.
Nah,
and
check this out.
do it.
Check
And
this
not
out
accept the
real
fact
quick.
that goddamn.
Check this out.
Listen, I not sit here and talk. And listen to it.
In verse 47.
Watch this, King.
And I said, goddamn, you worrying about white get the clothes. You worrying about white get the material from.
And hunger
Because
and in thirst.
See, the Bible says in hunger and in thirst. You hungry? Where you going down here to eat? At one of these white folk restaurants. If you going shopping, if you got your own farm, that's cool. But do you got your own farm so we can buy produce from?
where I get the seeds from.
Where you get your
What?
seed
You want me to
from?
get the seed? You gonna ask where I get the seed from?
Where you get your
You
seed
gonna ask where I get the fertilizer from? You gonna ask who delivered it to me?
Yeah, I mean, let's,
You know what I'm saying?
let's go with it.
You gonna ask me all that?
So look, check this
Man,
out.
that's instead you sit down, the brother, you know why you taking the step?
Ken,
You
not-
know who I get it from.
So
I said,
look,
well, you know
the
what,
Lord
man, the
said,
brother got a black
listen,
on.
we gonna
Instead
serve
of doing that,
in,
and then
in
the-
food, in hunger, and in thirst. If you thirsty, where you going?
RB44, RB44 is actually Redder Boy. My mother's name is the Redder. 44 is April 4th. The clothing line is behind my mother. And I got it on my mother. So that's what it's about. So I'm like, dang, here it is.
And you can promote it on the camera.
No, I'm telling you, I'm telling you,
Let the camera know
you
what
be
the
doing
clothing
all
line
this,
is,
but they got
so we can support, so the people can support your clothing line.
No, you no,
let,
that
them know,
you
let them know your clothing line.
RB44.
Okay, RB44.
URBEE 4D4, like the number 4, 0, I mean, O.
That's a lot going on.
No, that's how I know. I break it down. RB44. Like I said, you
lost the people. That's that 5%.
No,
You
no.
lost the folks, man. You want to go into
I gotta tell you how to spell it.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you how to spell
just
it.
say it. Put it on the camera so they can do it. Confusion, people.
No, I tell you RB44. You will put. How you wanna do 44? How you wanna spell 44? If I didn't tell you how to spell it, how you gonna spell it? Because you probably think I was saying 44.
We trying to get the 100.
You probably think I was saying 44. You probably think I was saying 44.
So go ahead, read the rest of that.
It says, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against
know what
thee
I'm
in
saying?
hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
And in nakedness. So when you buy your clothes, brother, it's from your enemies. Your material is from your enemies.
You got on your enemy's clothes.
This is what we telling you. We're in captivity trying to get out. We trying to get out this mother.
You know what? The first thing, like Martin Luther King said, the beginning of a journey of a million miles begin with one step. It's a step.
And what you think we doing here?
This dude asking me who I get my stuff from. Your question is where I get it from. But you got on the enemy clothing line.
I'm trying to tell you, but
You
I'm
didn't ask-
reading. I believe in the Bible. We are cursed people.
You talking about
OG, you not OG. You talking to everybody except
you
me,
telling me
OG.
about the Bible.
Come on, OG.
Listen, man, no, we gonna deal with the truth of fact. You was talking about telling me about the
got
clothing in there.
Charleston,
You got the
South
enemy
Carolina
stuff,
Negroes
but they ain't
up
going-
here.
First of all, I ain't no legal.
Ain't no legal. You Judah.
I ain't no legal.
Charleston,
I ain't Judah.
Charleston, Carolina,
I ain't Judah
Judites.
with the letter J. You know, they just.
Okay, you're Huda.
I ain't Huda.
You're Howard.
You're Howard though.
I ain't none of
Howard.
that. I ain't he, him, I ain't none of that. I'm my own individual. So
You
trying to
just like your
minimize-
daddy, that
No,
trick ass
but
Negro,
trying-
man. Yeah, Judah.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Ephraim, we was idol worshippers. Yeah,
All
my
right,
daddy
yeah,
was
so
idol
go worship the sun
worshippers.
and go worship the sun and the moon and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So listen,
You know
these
what?
are curses, OG.
You know what?
You gotta repent so we can
You know-
reverse the curse,
you know
OG.
about it, man.
We need you on
You
the.
just
We
like-
need you here teaching with us, OG.
You just like the two guns jumping in the goddamn. You stealing birthright, man. I trying to get out the womb and you will snatch me back.
You talking about? Hey, that's right. You saying you Esau, goddamn. You saying you Esau? Yeah, Jacob gonna pull you down. That's a big. Give me that second Ezra. 6 and 9. Now hold on. You said something spiritual, but you calling yourself Esau, man? Yeah, Jacob was pulling. Jacob was trying to be the firstborn.
I did not say I was. I said that's how you be right now.
Hey, I'm definitely like my dad. Watch this here. Watch this here. But you just said something, but you don't got the understanding of that. Watch this here. Watch what that represented.
I got the actual understanding.
Nah, watch what that
Why was
represented.
using that in
The
reference?
book of 2nd Ezra trying to stick to his line. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
OG, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. That's the reason why he was trying to pull him down.
You got a flyer.
You're not understanding? Yeah, definitely, fam. All right, OG. Don't be like your daddy, Trick Daddy. Don't be like your daddy, Trick Daddy Judah. All right? Salag, y'all. Yeah, man, I didn't mean to jump in, but he started talking to 5% stuff, but then he didn't nod it. Because I wanted to ask him his mathematics. What's today's mathematics?
He's still talking, but he
See,
gotta
come
go.
on, I thought you gotta go, OG. All right, OG, what's today's mathematics? What's today's mathematics, OG?
TheServants.